So here it is, guys. Here's the brand new product from Emax. This is their brand new Nanohawk. That's right, nano meaning it is very small, and they're calling it a beginner indoor nano racing drone. It's a 65mm wheelbase, so it is quite small. I wouldn't say it's nano size, but it will fit in the palm of your hand, and it is a good size actually for flying indoors. It'll be similar to the Meteor 65 from DATfpv, and that is a great little indoor flyer. So I've got big hopes for this one, hoping that it will be better than the DATfpv version, because I do like Emax products if I'm honest. One little downside of this thing straight away is it comes in a cardboard box. And that is, I've never seen Emax do that actually. Emax normally provide you a lovely little case like this. This is the Tinywhoop 2. So you get these cases normally from Emax, and it's like a selling point really. It's a nice little case to keep your quad in and take it out and zip it up and throw it in your bag and do whatever you need to. So they're really nice little cases to have. And it's a shame on this, they didn't do that as well, because it's just a cardboard box and it's not going to be much use to anyone. So let's get straight into this, open it up. You get your Emax stickers, great little stickers, do you like the stickers? You get the QR code, which I hate QR codes, but it just seems to be a necessity, saves on printing and stuff like that. You get all your manuals and supports from them. And there you have it, that's what you get in the box, guys. So let's go around, let's just go straight in for the Nano itself. So it is quite small, it does fit in the palm of your hand. I mean, Nano is a bit extreme saying it's Nano, it's not Nano at all, it's 65mm, so it's a decent size. But still small, I guess. Nano, not really Nano. Oh well. So I've written a few things down so I can actually tell you these, so excuse me if I'm going to read these off. It's the Nanohawk 1S 65mm Whoop. It's 20 grams, so it is quite small. 20 grams without battery. It's the lightest indoor quad Emax have ever made, so that's a good feat there. Well done, Emax. It's got a carbon fiber frame, it's got a molded shell. The camera in there is actually a Runcam Nano 3, so that should be a great little camera actually. I don't know if you can make that out in there. Runcams are generally very good, so that should be brilliant hopefully. Tiny little motors on here. They're little motors, they call them the 0802, and they're 90,000 kV. And you have the new Avia Nanohawk 31mm props. They're standard SPI antenna, and that is the antenna that is actually compatible with FrSky, so that's the controller you'll need. And the controller I always have is FrSky, so we've got no problems and no issues there. The board on here, it's an F4 Maytac F411RX, so that's in there. You've got your 4-in-1 ESC, and that's a 5A. Also your VTX, you've got a VTX, it's 25mm, adjustable frequency, 37 channels, and it comes with smart audio as standard, so that's pretty good. And one thing I've left out from there is they have a brand new battery connection for this. That's right, a brand new battery connection. So their brand new battery connection, it is another code. I don't know what's with all these codes from these people, but it's a GNB27. It means absolutely nothing to me, but it is brand new, and supposedly it gets a better connection, so the actual current is a lot better or a lot faster, or is, you know, gives you more power. Basically there's no power loss from your battery, so that is a good thing. But because they have this new battery connection, I have had a little look in here already. Here's the battery connection itself. So there it is, brand new. But what they've done, it's their standard, these are their standard actual battery chargers, the USB chargers, and that doesn't actually fit directly in there. What they do supply are 2 adapter leads. So the adapter lead fits in their original USB charger, and then you plug your battery into that adapter. And another thing to note, it only comes with 1 battery. I don't know why they've only included 1 battery. In all their other little Tinywhooks, you always get 2 batteries, which is a nice thing. You know, it's nice to have 2 batteries. And you can at least have 2 goes, can't you? But 1 battery seems a bit poxy if I'm honest with you, Emax. So 1 battery, that's all you get. You're gonna need some more batteries straight off the bat. You're not gonna be happy with just flying 1 battery, are you? Funnily enough, they do give you 2 adapter leads, but 1 battery. Oh well, what can you do? Bag of spares, you get their nice little screwdriver, you get their elastic bands and some really tiny bolts. So they're in there. And you do get a spare set of props. They're all in there. There's the new, what do they call them? There's the new Avia Nanohawk 31mm props. They are tiny, to be honest with you. So at least there's a spare set of those. But I am going to say it again, 1 battery. It's a little bit poxy, guys. You could have thrown in 2 batteries. And just for your reference, these are the 300 meh. So 300 meh is what you need if you want to fly this thing. With their new connection, obviously, so they're going to make a killing on these batteries, guys. So there you go, that's my little gripe. I think the only bad thing about that is the battery. And 1 battery, they could have put 2 batteries. 2 batteries and a nice case, and this would have been, you know, along par with their actual Tiny Hawk 2 and the Freestyle 2 and stuff like that. Because I do actually think it looks really nice. And I think it's going to fly really nice as well, but we will find out a little bit later. So let's take a look at this. Let's see if we can bind it up to our controller and actually give it a flight and see what it's like. So let's have a look at binding this little Nanohawk up. There's a couple of buttons I've noticed on here straight away. There's a button here and there's a button over here. I'm presuming that this button, again, because Emax seems to do it, this button will probably unlock your VTX and give you a little bit more power. This is your bind button on this side here. You can see it just there, hopefully. Let me zoom in. It's just there. Zoom this camera down so you can see what's going on. There we go. So there's the bind button, and this, I'm presuming, is the VTX unlock. So get your controller, guys. If you've got a DATfpv controller, turn it on. You need 3 pink flashes, 1, 2, 3. That is the D8 mode. That's what all of these rely on. That's in D8 mode, ready to go. Plug your battery in. I have heard there's a different little beep on this. I do like it. Ready for this? Listen. There you go. It's fun, isn't it? Nice little beeps. So press the bind button. Like so. And as standard, you are after a solid blue with a flashing red. That means it's in bind, ready to go. Put that there. Let's turn this over so you can see the lights. Back of your controller. Press your bind button. Turn it over. This flashes. That flashes. And these two are communicating. There. We have a red light which is flashing. That means something is on. You saw the Nanohawk just bind there, no problems. We had the flashing lights on here, we had the flashing lights on there, but what I've ended up with is a blinking red light on the Nanohawk. That indicates there is a slight setup issue, and more often than not, it's basically the sticks just need recalibrating in beta flight. I'll link my video up the top so you can go and do that if you need to do this as well. So we're going to do the first little flight, and just to put the battery under, it is just elastic bands on the bottom. Slide in the battery, connect it up, there you go, and then with one little switch, it's normally this, is normally your arm, make sure your throttle's all the way down, turn it on, and there you go, first little flight of the Nano. Try that again. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed those 2 flights, indoors and outdoors. I must point out though that this is actually an indoor drone only really. You can fly it outside, but there was literally no wind when I flew it at all. And I just wanted a little bit more room just for ripping it around. Varying flight times I was actually achieving with this. Emax actually say you can get up to 4 minutes flight time, and you must be flying very slow to get those sort of flight times out of it. I was ranging from 2.5 to 240 minutes. And outside, when I pushed it hard, I got, what was it? I think it was 1 minute 40 seconds, and that was it. So, you know, you push it hard, you're not going to get long at all in the air. And obviously, those little problems that I was pointing out in the video feed, you get, well, I was getting this horrible little light leak at the bottom, which was really off-putting, sort of bleaching up into the camera, and it was really quite distracting from the flight. Also, that vibration, I think basically the vibration and the jello and the noise is coming from the way this camera's mounted. I'm not exactly 100% how it is in here, but it looks like it's just glued into place. I may be wrong, but it does just look like a basic installation like that. And maybe it's come loose a little bit and it's just rattling around and causing issues. But it's not very good really, is it? So, and the fact that you only get that 1 battery. I mean, 1 battery, it's not very good really, is it? So I've basically tested this exactly how you would get it. I have no more batteries. I only have this 1 battery. So every time I've had to go back in, charge it, go back in, charge it, fly it, charge it, fly it. And it's not very much fun. So I think they're counting that you will buy lots more batteries. If you're going to invest in this, you're going to have to get some more batteries. So my final thoughts on the Nanohawk. It's okay, guys. That's all I can say. Maybe for a beginner and you don't know any different, it would be okay and you might be happy with it. But for me, I think for me and the price, it's around £100 or $100, depending where you are. And for the price point, I think there's better out there that you can actually get. So if this was $50, £50, it would probably be worth it all day. But because it's £100 as well, and the issues, there's definitely a lot better out there. And the one that springs to mind for me, the one that I would choose over this, is DATfpv's Meteor 65. So it's exactly the same class, same size, and it's actually a lot better, to be honest with you. It might be slightly more expensive, 10 or 5 pounds or dollars, but overall it is a lot better, and I would choose that one all day long over the actual Nanohawk. And to boot, look, they give you a lovely case, and they give you 2 batteries, which is very nice of them. 2 batteries, nice case, nice charger, and some spare props and some tools to boot. So that is the way I would go, guys. If you're starting out, looking for one of these little classes to sort of fly around the actual house or home, go for the Meteor 65. I'll link my video up here, like I said. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Hopefully see you again. Cheers.